Hello and welcome to Market House, the podcast where we talk all things Disney. My name's Caleb.
And I'm Caitlin.
And this week we're going to break down everything that was announced at D23 Horizons. Let's dive in. All right, and this is episode number 236.
Welcome back, as always, everybody.
Welcome back. A little tardy on this episode. I apologize if this just pops up in your podcast feed on a random, I don't know, it's going to come out Tuesday or Wednesday. I apologize.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here. At least we made it. But we thought it'd be better to be late than not post at all, just because there's so much happening with D23 and all of that good stuff going on over there in Anaheim, and so we thought we would just make it happen.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was out of town, and I realized last week I probably should have mentioned that, like, you know, we end the show and I go, hey, we'll see you next week for another episode. And right when I came out of my mouth, I was like, I'm gone for like most of the week.
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm going to be able to like cobble together, because we had to wait, of course, for the D23. We knew it was going to be a D23 episode because it was happening the week that I was gone.
Right.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I'm rambling. So at the end of the day, I was at the mercy of the parks, what's it called? Presentation.
Yes.
And so anyways, I wasn't flying home until late Sunday night. And there's just no way.
Yeah.
There was no way it was going to physically happen. I should have mentioned that. But at the end of the day, we're making it happen.
We're here. That's all that matters.
And we're going to make it happen. So I was off in Nashi, and Caitlin was holding the fort down with Maddie and doing all that.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It was a good time, though.
Yeah.
We finally missed you, though.
I'm exhausted. Not gonna lie, I'm still like adjusting back to like a normal schedule. Legit, when I was over there, it was like 7, 8 a.m. Central, which, by the way, is very early for me coming from the, West Coast. So it was always terrible till like 10:30, 11 Central time. So it was long days. I am so tired.
But you're back.
I'm back.
I know. I'm so happy you're back. My bestie is home.
To be back in Sacramento. Let me tell you, I've never been more excited for a 92-degree day when it was like 90 with 70% humidity in Nashville. That was absurd.
I know.
That was Florida in the heat of summer level. That was miserable.
I know.
So I'm back.
I have one thing I want to mention, though, today, because I'm so excited. And it's not Disney related. We bought tickets to see Dune.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about what we have been other than traveling for work. So today, the Dune 3 tickets came out.
Yes.
For IMAX and 70 millimeter.
It's literally my favorite movie series
Guys, it was $70 for 2 tickets.
I know. I don't really know what was going on with that, but I'm so excited.
Okay, that's absurd, but it is worth it because we just went and saw, we're a little late. Sorry, everybody. This is like not really relevant anymore, but we saw the Odyssey finally in 70 millimeter in Sacramento. That was worth every penny.
I loved the movie.
So stinking good.
So good.
Dune, it just exceeded like $1 billion.
Yeah.
Many other people agree with us, but fantastic film. And then now we're excited for Dune. So we're just going to be like going down to Sacramento to watch IMAX movies.
It's not for a long time. It's not until like Christmas time. But
December.
Still, I'm so excited.
Anyways, let's move on. This is what we've been up to: watching movies, traveling for work, and now finally home. Let's talk about D23. It happened. We are here. Okay, I apologize if you're new to the show. This is not normally how we do it. This is very cobbled together. This is late, number 1. Number 2, cobbled together. Number 3, usually we've got a nice script that I've written and stuff. We're just going to kind of go through the list of what they talked about at specifically the parks panel. There is no way we're going to cover everything that happened over the 3 days of D23. There were like movie announcements and Marvel and all that stuff. That's all fun and dandy, but we only have time for parks and cruises, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're just not going to spend all day talking about
That'd
everything.
be a lot.
You can catch a recap online. People have done very good jobs of condensing it, summarizing it online. You can find all the major announcements on the World Wide Web, but we're going to talk about the parks panel, what we thought about it, our general thoughts, our opinions, and let's get into it. Okay, it's going to be a little messy. It's going to be a little weird, but we're going to do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, here number 1. First off, overall impressions before we dive into specifics, what was announced. What did you think? So Neil Patrick Harris hosted. I love Neil Patrick Harris. He's so good. He's a giant Disney fan. He's just a good actor, like an actor, presenter, whatever, personality overall. So I was excited that he was doing it, but I'm going to say, before you say anything, I will just say this. I appreciated the idea. The idea was that it was going to be like a late night vibe. I'm almost positive it sounded just like the guy from the SNL, like Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
That guy. He was kind of, whatever, narrating or the whole thing. And it was supposed to be night. They had a live band up there. I got it. It was cool. It just didn't click. And I don't even think it was Neil Patrick Harris. I think it was like, okay, mind you, Disney owns ABC. They own ESPN. They own people that do live events all the time. And it felt clunky.
Yeah, I think the thing that I wanted to mention was the one thing I loved was the screens that they had. How they were like rounded and cool. Like all the decor. It reminded me of the villas at the Disneyland resort, like all like not like sparkles, but whatever they called, like those. They almost look like they were in wood. The stars.
Yeah.
Like in the back, like all the theming on the stage was really pretty.
Right. Mid-century modern, mid-century. 60s, very cool.
But I will say, it kind of just felt like at some moments where like the timing was off and then like something was supposed to be funny, but then like the crowd wasn't reacting.
Yeah, it was a tough crowd.
And then like when some of the Imagineers, which this isn't their fault, when some of them would go up on stage and like talk about something, they'd be like for example, we're going to talk about Villains Land coming up. And the Imagineer was like, yeah, we have a name. And she kind of just paused and like no one really said
I know.
anything.
Okay, so I think this is the problem is that, I want to go back to I love the idea. I don't want to be too critical because I don't think it was any one person's fault. I just don't think maybe it came together. But like the Imagineers are Imagineers. They're not presenters. They're not, big personalities. They're not used to these giant events, I don't think. In the past, it's always been Josh Tomorrow, Bob Iger.
Which are incredible speakers, by the way.
Incredibly charming. They've been doing it a long time. They're very good at public speaking, presenting. Imagine standing in a crowd of 15,000 people and trying to do that. I
would be so scared.
I'm not trying to criticize. I'm just saying, naturally, these people are, engineer types and design types and creatives.
Brilliant.
They're just not really used to probably presenting. So they were a little on the awkward side. And yes, things were just not going. Like they maybe anticipated like big clap here, a big laugh. And it was just like
nothing.
Cricket sound, cricket.
But other than that, like I love the overall like theme of the stage though.
Yes.
So
overall, it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
And, it was going to be really hard to live up to 2 years ago in 24 where they announced like the biggest announcements that's happened in probably 2 decades.
Yeah.
They were big announcements. So it was never going to be as good as 2024, but
I had high hopes though, because I was really excited about this one.
We got some more details.
We got more details, but I wouldn't say a lot of, not like, whoa, that's so new.
And I will say an hour and a half into it, I kept checking the old watch. Like, when is this thing?
But it was shorter than last time.
Wrap it up.
Which was good. Yeah. It was shorter than last time. And it was super long, the last one.
It was 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. Before I bore everybody with my opinions, let's talk about Walt Disney World, what they announced for the big parks over there. Number 1, Magic Kingdom, Villains Land. So we already knew this was happening. Mm-hmm. We just now have an official name, which is, drumroll please.
Villains Land.
Villains Land.
Which again, I love. Sometimes you don't have to go over the top. Just make it plain and simple.
Okay, so we kind of laughed when they announced this, like Villains Land. And we were like, oh, that's kind of, like silly. But then after 2 minutes, I'm like, actually, all of them should be simpler
like this.
Well,
that's what everyone was already calling it, so you might as well,
Okay, and we're going to get into it later. They have a naming problem right now. I feel like they're getting paid by the word to name these things. And so they're like making these long, elaborate, descriptive names. And I'm like, let's just go back to the simple stuff. Fantasyland, Adventureland.
Which they mentioned that when they did present the name, because they're like, hey, a lot of the lands obviously have land in them. So what better way to do this than...
Easy to make fun of, but a good call.
Exactly.
So Villains Land, and they gave us some more details on the attractions that will be in there. Mm-hmm. Kind of the vibe too. They showed some concept art. It looks very cool.
Amazing.
And number 1, they showed a Maleficent themed roller coaster through the Briar Patch. Mm-hmm. Some people are like, okay, this is not an official announcement, but some people are wondering, Disney's always had a rule of like no exposed coaster without theming. So it's not like Six Flags where you just see like Medusa out there and the coaster in all of its glory. They've got a huge aversion to that. They want it either partially covered, fully covered, or very themed. They just don't like exposed coaster track out there.
AKA like the Incredicoaster.
Yes, but except it kind of themed because it's the pier, and that's what this barely. That's what it looks like.
It's squeaking by now.
Okay, I kind of get that. But anywho, they are like wondering that is this going to kind of break that rule that they've set? Because how can you cover an entire like thrilling roller coaster?
I mean, the Briar Patch though is filled with thorns, and they have ways. I mean, the concept art was absolutely incredible.
Looked very cool.
Yeah.
And then the next is a dark ride involving the Magic Mirror and other Disney villains. This is a dark ride
and water ride,
but boat ride, and very cool concept. It's the Magic Mirror, and he's going to bring you into like a different dimension, the mirror dimension. Yeah. And you'll see a bunch of your favorite Disney
like
villains,
Dr. Facilier, XYZ,
Ursula.
So I'm really excited to see that, because at first when who was the guy, the chief
Thomas Maslam? Or is it Maslam? Who?
He had the black jacket on.
Oh, it was what's his name? But Bruce Vaughn.
Bruce Vaughn. So when he was talking about it, at first when he said go to the underworld, I was like, oh, like underground. I was like, oh, is this going to be like a Hades theme?
Yeah.
But then he went to this. But I was like, I love the concept. I love that it's a new idea. Like I'm really excited for this.
Hades was shown.
Yes.
So he'll be one of the featured villains. Yeah, Bruce Vaughn is the head of Imagineering.
Yeah.
And
what a job, man.
Brilliant.
That would be amazing.
He left the company for a while, but he's back.
Okay.
So he's back in all of his glory. So yeah, this looks very cool. This is the information we got. Looks very fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not like a villain's like freak, like I'm obsessed with them.
Yeah.
But this actually gets me excited because of Epic Universe and the very good job they've done with their Scary Land. I don't even know what it's called.
Not Scary
Land. Scary Land. I'm excited what Disney will do, their version of that.
One thing I did want to mention was that this land is going to be very big. It's not going to be like a tiny little thing. They said it's going to be roughly around the size as Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Not a tiny little thing. Next up, let's talk about Piston Peak National Park.
So excited.
Got some more details around this. We got the official name for the Cars ride. We knew it was a rally ride. We just didn't know the name. It is called Cars Ridge Run Rally. I don't know if anyone's going to call it that.
It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah, we already call it racers, like cars. We either call it the Cars ride over here. The official name is Radiator Springs Racers. No one really calls it that.
No.
So I think this will be shortened to like Cars Rally.
The Cars ride.
Cars ride.
Yeah.
And then next up, they released I don't remember seeing this, but this was in the summary that I found online. It's called Miss Fritter's Daredevil Spin Along.
Oh, I don't remember seeing this.
I don't remember seeing this either. So
might have been getting a snack.
Yes. That's true. But anyways, that is what's happening with Cars Land. Not much. They showed some more concept art. But again, what I didn't appreciate, I will say about the whole thing, I forgot to mention this earlier, was that still it didn't feel like enough information. Like,
no, it's kind of just like, oh yeah, this is going on. Wink, wink.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
And I thought we'd get way more, but everything was real surface level. Like a little more art, a little more video, whatever. But
naming
it was like,
was there.
It was pretty light.
But again, at the end of the day, we're not entitled to anything. Oh, well, at least they're doing it.
Okay. My only gripe is we are entitled to somewhat of a show because they do charge people quite a bit of money.
Well, that's
to
a different
this.
conversation.
Okay,
Yeah. I 100% agree with that.
Let's move on to the next thing happening in Magic Kingdom, the Carousel of Progress. We knew this was being rethemed, but we have some more information. They're bringing it to the current day. We'll be with an updated 1980 scene. We know that. Jamie Lee Curtis is voicing the mom.
So excited.
Bryan Cranston will be voicing the dad, which is pretty stinking cool.
Yeah.
And it is expected to open in late spring 2027. So they're shifting the time frame up. It will actually be like somewhat futuristic as well now.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right, let's move on to Epcot. What happened over there? Journey into Imagination is going to be getting a major refurb. They're bringing the Dreamfinder back. I'm not going to lie, folks. We're huge Disney fans. We grew up on the West Coast, the both of us. So Disneyland was our home park since we were children. But we did not grow up with the Figment lore.
No, yeah.
So I have no idea who the Dreamfinder is.
I don't know who the Dreamfinder is, and I'm not like, again, we just didn't grow up with Figment. So like we've been on the ride, I think once or twice. And like
Caitlin hates that ride.
I don't. Well, because it literally scared me out of my skin the first time we went on it.
It's fine. It's very retro Disney, which I love.
For sure.
But it is a weird ride. And so the love it has, I think, is just pure nostalgia, which I'm all for.
The love is there because the crowd, this was the most wild, the entire show.
Yeah.
This was crazy. So it's fun to see. Again, they're getting a little update. But the one I'm most excited about is the Spaceship Earth update. This was out of like left field, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm excited for this as well. It's getting some love, some kind of retheming, something like, what was it? From like communication to like just human connection.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So like their major thing was they wanted everyone to know that they are not changing the ride. Like they're not going in and just changing the entire thing inside. They're just going to like tweak little elements to kind of change the overall concept of it, if that makes sense.
I wonder if they're going to have to change the narration. I'm sure she's still with us, Dame Judi Dench.
Oh, we love her.
And so I'm assuming she's coming back because, or maybe it's not getting that much of an update that they don't have to change that.
I'm curious about that though, because I feel like that ride is so untouchable that I am curious how they're going to change it from.
Thank the Phoenicians. Yeah. Again,
I love that ride.
We've only been on it a few times and that sticks with me.
Hopefully they update the cameras up when they take your picture.
The 4 pixels that show up. Let's move on to Animal Kingdom. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Very excited for this one. Okay, Tropical Americas, excuse me. We knew this was happening. This is what's replacing Dino Land. It is currently under construction. You can go see the progress right now. Dirt is moving. Buildings are going up. They release more information on the Indiana Jones ride. I am excited and very, very pumped that it is not just a copy-paste from the West Coast.
Whole new concept, whole new name, everything.
So it looks pretty awesome. This is called Indiana Jones and the Myth of the Jade Serpent. Little long of a name.
But cool name though.
Cool name.
Yeah.
I just wish it was like Indiana Jones and the Jade Serpent.
I love the idea of this ride. So basically it's taking you into
It's
like
a Mayan temple.
Mayan temple. And basically Indy is trying to go down there because there's something there that unlocks.
I don't remember.
What was it?
Yeah.
It was something. So anyway, you go into the underworld, and for the Mayan underworld, a serpent basically guards down
it's
there.
Some kind of god thing.
And it's this like crazy looking snake.
So they showed the animatronic.
And it looks amazing.
Wild.
So I am so excited for this ride. Again, it looks like the same ride vehicle, obviously, as the one in Disneyland.
Yeah.
But I am so excited, and even more excited that Harrison Ford is going to be providing his iconic likeness for the character inside the ride.
So the character will look like him. He's also voicing the character.
Finally.
People did ask online, does that mean we're getting it over here on the West Coast? Probably not.
Probably not.
So yeah, how those contracts work is Harrison gets a nice big paycheck for them being able to copy his face and do molds and all that stuff and scans of his face and use it in a
Which
ride.
they also showed that too.
They usually doesn't apply to like previous things. So unless they wrote him an even bigger check, I will not expect them to update the West Coast ride for a while unless they want to go back to the negotiating table and give him more money.
I'm just going to shoot him an email and just ask him.
Yeah.
Be like,
another truckload of cash delivered to his house.
I'm so excited.
I wouldn't expect it over here, but very excited that at least one of the versions of the ride is going to have his beautiful face on the animatronic. Next up is the Encanto ride.
Yeah.
We got a name. It's called Antonio's Fiesta de Encanto.
I'm excited for this one. They kind of went over what the casita is going to look like, and the ride vehicles were the number one thing that stood out to me.
Very cool.
As everyone knows, the casita was just built and just put together by all these different types of furniture and XYZ, and they actually made the ride vehicles out of like a combination of like bookshelves,
Doors.
bed frames, doors, and they look really, really cool.
Doors. Floors. Looked pretty awesome. Looks cobbled together and magical and casita fun. Even though I don't love this movie, the ride looks pretty fun. The music's awesome. So I'm looking forward to this. They also shared a very important thing that I love is that it has no height requirement. So this
Love
is family
that.
fun for everybody. All the little babies can enjoy this ride as well. And as parents of a toddler, we love this.
Which is important because with Dinoland leaving, that took a lot of the little kid rides away. So it's nice that there's an option now for families.
Next up is the carousel they're going to be putting in this. Okay, I've never been excited for a carousel in my life. They're kind of, whatever. The carousels.
Next level.
This looks awesome.
It is literally the coolest thing ever.
They're all the critters you love and enjoy from all the Disney movies. There are 22 themed animal figures on this one. You can see
Hey, Kevin is on there. Heimlich from Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Who else?
The llama from Emperor's New Groove.
Yes, which is so
What's
random.
Oh my God, what's his name?
No.
Cusco.
Cusco?
Couscous. I think we eat couscous. Cusco. And
there's a ton.
Bambi, so many others.
But all on one thing. And I'm like, that is such a fun idea because again, they could have just done a random.
Exactly.
Because with Antonio's ride, it's based off of like his gift is talking to animals and so on and so forth. So they could have just done random animals to represent that. But the fact that they're taking like a deep dive into Disney history and pulling out those creatures.
I appreciate whatever. I appreciate too that they are very themed to the land. They're very wooden looking. It's not just like a shiny plastic that you can expect on any carousel.
Right.
Looks very cool for the land. So very excited to see this. And then finally, last but definitely not least, Expedition Everest is going to get an update. That
a big update.
That Yeti is getting some love and will be brought back to its original glory.
I'm so excited.
A moving Yeti is coming back. I've got no idea how they're going to do this. If you don't know, that Yeti that it used to move, now it's just a strobe light when you pass by it, kind of gives a fun effect, but it is not as cool as when it released or opened up in the 90s. That sucker would like swipe at you. So he was up there like hanging from the rafters and he would take a swipe at you when you flew under him on the track. So that was slowly breaking the steel that it was attached to, little micro fissures they found, and that would come crumbling down on people. So they had to turn it off. So I'm assuming they're going to have to rebuild that structure in there.
They're going to do their Imagineering ways. Don't worry about it.
I know they can do it.
It's going to be so cool.
Let's see how long it takes. We have no other details, no timeline. This could be happening in 2030 for all we know.
Yeah.
But they have plans to fix the Yeti.
Good.
All right, let's bring it over to Hollywood Studios. Guys, this is probably the thing I'm most excited about.
I'm so excited.
Monstropolis.
This is big. We got a huge update, not only on the land, but it is going to be opening early. And I'm talking 2027.
Okay, not early. Phases will be opening up. So we have they said they're going to be phasing it out. The coaster will for sure not be done in 2027, but some of the land will be open in 2027.
Right.
I am so excited. We were like contemplating a trip out there for other reasons, and we'll get into that maybe another episode. But like now it's like we are absolutely making this happen.
I'm so excited.
I don't care if I have to sell my left foot. We are going to get out there and check this land out.
You guys, the coaster. So for those who don't know, there is going to be they call it like the Monsters Inc. Like this isn't the actual title, but there's like a Monsters Inc. door coaster.
Yeah, they didn't release a name for this.
No, and I think they're keeping it all hush hush. But basically, you're going onto the scare floor, and you are going to be going up as the door would.
40 feet.
40 feet into the air, and the ride system, like it looks like it is the coolest thing imaginable.
So it looks so cool.
This is going to be awesome. But again, they were very hush hush, other than showing the scare floor and how like the coaster's going up, and that's pretty much all you got to see.
Looks pretty awesome. A new theater show is coming called Welcome to Monstropolis, and will replace, of course, Muppet Vision 3D. They took over that entire land over there.
Yeah.
But that looks pretty awesome. I love shows. I love the Laugh Floor show in Magic Kingdom. So I'm loving they're kind of taking that kind of concept, and taking it over to this new Monstropolis land. Randy Newman is creating an original song for the show and land.
Which we're going to love.
Love me some Randy Newman.
And the biggest news of all, Harryhausen's is making an appearance. Well, not making an appearance, but
the restaurant's going to be built. And
it's breaking ground.
Yes. They're building a Harryhausen's, and that octopus sushi chef. Wow, that's a tongue twister. He will be they showed the animatronic.
And he is amazing.
He'll be placed in the restaurant, and he looks so good. His wrists, like it almost makes it look like he has wrists.
Yeah.
The like legs articulate so well.
He's making his sushi.
Freaking so cool.
Oh, it looks so good.
Looks so stinking good. And then finally, Archie's Scare Pig Pizza.
I love the name. So do you know what that's from?
He's the little guy from Monsters University.
The little mascot.
Yeah. It's not in my notes here, but they also said there's going to be a what's it called? A not Uzma Monsters University alumni like club.
Yeah.
So there'll be like a little like thing to hang out in. I don't know if it's a bar or something. But
I just want to walk around the land.
Yep.
And there's a wait, no, isn't that the merch store?
No,
there's a merch store over there as well, obviously. But yeah, exciting things to come on that one.
So Disney World got most of the love.
Yes.
And we kind of knew
this
always happens. They have so much more room and so much more, they actually have more visitors in Disneyland. So they get a lot of the love. But let's make it over to Disneyland, short but sweet list. And let's talk about what updates we did get. Let's start in Disneyland Park. This was the last announcement, I think, of the entire show, or one of the last ones.
One of the last ones, yeah.
This was weird. And I'm going to say why it's weird to me. Okay. I'm excited, but a little weird. Tomorrowland is officially being completely reimagined. It will have new attractions and new spaces, but that is it. They just said, we're focusing on Tomorrowland, and it's going to get a retheme, or not a retheme, but like a reimagining.
Yeah.
This could happen when Maddie's going to college. We have no idea when this is happening.
I doubt it's happening anytime soon.
Okay, no, but this is the thing. This is what it is happening soon.
What?
Listen, they have this happened afterwards. This was confirmed afterwards by somebody. They're putting Avatar. So this is the thing that's replacing the Hollywood backlot, the Monsters Inc. ride and all that stuff in DCA. They're going to be putting that on the back burner. This will be pushed out later, and they're focusing on Tomorrowland first. Now, this is what gets to me. They did not make any promises. They did not put anything in writing. Tomorrowland can happen in 2040 for all we know. Avatar can happen in 2050 at this point, because they just said, we're flipping the order. Avatar is being done after Tomorrowland. That has bought them a lot of time. And this is what again, I'm going to separate myself from the actual announcement. This is me guessing and predicting what's happening. I personally think they're focusing on Tomorrowland first so they can keep Monsters Inc. open, the ride, and they can kick Avatar down the road a little bit to see what the next movie does, because I think they're already getting cold feet on the entire attraction. I know that it was confirmed.
But they released that model at D23.
I know that. It could be, absolutely. They can get 80% there, but still scrap it. We saw that with the, what's it called? The Mary Poppins ride. We've seen that way many times over the years. We've seen that so many times that they've gone, you know what? This is going to be a $400 million attraction or whatever. We're going to go ahead and pull the plug now because it's not going to be as popular as we initially thought.
I also thought that they would kind of shift gears to move over to Tomorrowland and kind of have that take priority because there's so much going into DCA right now. Like you have the Coco ride, you have them finishing Avengers Campus.
That's actually a good point.
Like there's so much stuff that people are already going to be going in there for
That's true.
that like, why would they need a third?
That's a good point.
So it's like have a reason for people to go, oh, I need to go to DCA and Disneyland multiple times to see all of these things.
That's a good point. It could be pure business.
Yeah.
I personally think that they're prioritizing Tomorrowland because the people want it, number one. Number two, that gives them an out if they need one.
Which is great, honestly, because I think you and I talked about this. The fact that it's kind of, there's been a shift where it almost feels like the Disney company as a whole was going, hey, what are the fans and the guests wanting?
Yeah, they're cooling on Avatar for sure.
Which is nice because it's like they're finally, almost like you feel heard in a way of like Tomorrowland, people have been complaining about this for years.
Yeah.
And so the fact that that's finally happening and like little tweaks here and there of like, whoa, people have actually been talking about having that done and it's getting done. So it's kind of cool to see that shift.
Yeah.
But
anyways, that's totally half guessing, half news. So Tomorrowland taking precedent over Avatar, but we have seen the Avatar model. We know it's a boat ride.
Very, very cool model.
And it is rumored that it's going to be the same technology as the Shanghai Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Stop it right now. Oh
so it'll be massive screens that make it look like it's just going to be crazy if it happens. Let's go over to California Adventure, where Avengers Campus will be doubling in size. Again, we already knew this. We're just getting some more details on those attractions. Avengers Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab will both open in 2028. That's still a long ways away.
Which again, obviously from construction, everyone can tell that it's far out, but like I thought for sure that it would be open by the end of next year.
Yeah, the cast for Avengers Infinity Defense includes Robert Downey Jr., Anthony Mackie, Chris Hemsworth, and Jeremy Renner. They're all coming back to record little bits for that ride. And then Stark Flight Lab will feature Robert Downey Jr., yet again, Anthony Mackie, and Brie Larson.
That's exciting.
She plays Captain Marvel, right? Or Miss Marvel. I always get confused.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't see that movie.
I didn't see her movie.
Anyways, she's one of the characters. And she flies and is very strong and powerful.
I think it's Captain Marvel.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's move on to Coco.
Oh my goodness.
It is a boat ride, and they showed some artwork and stuff.
Stunning.
Looks good. I mean, nothing much else though, right?
Yeah, I mean, they gave the idea of the ride.
Okay.
Right?
1 year after the original film, it takes place. And guests travel by boat through Miguel's memories of the Land of the Dead. That's right. And the attraction will tie into the upcoming Coco 2.
Yeah, so I think their biggest thing was to tie in both movies. So both the old one and then the new one that's going to be coming out. So I think that's great that they're incorporating both because it keeps it fresh and more relevant longer.
Yeah.
But I am excited to see that Hector's going to be in the middle instead of Ernesto de la Cruz. Because
and they're featuring Hector's music.
Yeah, because it's him. Cool. So like that's a fun little like twist to see. So because at first everyone was like, "Why is he in the middle like the statue?" And they're like, "Come on, guys, think outside the box.
Let them tell the story." And then let's talk about entertainment. This was some big stuff. This is all coming back in 2027. Remember Dreams Come True. Fireworks are returning to Disneyland in February.
Oh, I remember these.
Okay, these are the ones that like are attraction heavy.
The best.
So stinking cool.
We're talking Julie Andrews. And then like when Space Mountain comes on, that big green laser goes across Main Street and stuff. Oh my gosh, coolest thing ever.
The original World of Color slightly tweaked. They're updating some scenes. Will be returning in February. Okay, guys, was not planning a Disneyland trip, not gonna lie. We were focusing on cruise line stuff, but holy moly.
We're going.
They're making me want to do a little.
We're going.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Hey, we booked a trip for you to see Paint the Night.
Okay.
It's time to see dreams come true.
Finally, Magic Happens returns to Disneyland in summer of 2027.
My favorite parade.
So good.
It's so good.
That's when magic
you can't beat the soundtrack. And like all of our favorite things are in that parade.
So good. All right. That was it.
Yeah.
That was Disneyland.
Yeah.
We love it. We're going to skip over the international stuff.
Yeah.
As much as I love what's going on, we just, we're not really focused on those parks yet.
No.
Maybe when Maddie's old enough to travel there, we'll be excited. But I just can't get excited for it because we're not going anytime soon.
But a lot of fun things are happening. So definitely check up on that news.
Tons of development. But for time's sake, we're going to move on to Disney Cruise Line. Let me tell you, I'm got mixed feelings on this announcement. Number one, because I love what they're doing with Disney Cruise Line and all the new stuff that's coming. Number two, I'm really, really upset. As of Tuesday, August 18th, they still haven't released fall 2027 itineraries. That's absurd.
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on.
That's absurd.
Normally they've been out for what, months?
It's just silly.
Yeah.
So if they're not released Wednesday, August 9th, that will break the record for longest time in between announcements.
I want them to come out.
So silly.
So
okay, let's move on. Disney Believe will launch in 2027. We knew this, but we finally have some information about some theming around the ship. We actually just did an episode on some guesses. Folks, we got a couple right.
We called it.
We called everything they announced except the, what's it called? The front character?
The one where like...
The front of the ship. The little like artwork.
Not the stern.
No, the stern is the back.
I don't know what her name is.
The bow character.
It's a little character in like the little yellow circle.
Yes.
Usually, yeah.
So that is Tinkerbell, and I kind of like it.
That's fine.
Caitlin's like lukewarm on it.
I don't know. It's fine.
I like it. Okay, they're moving away from Captain Minnie though. What happened with that?
Which I don't understand that because Captain Minnie was supposed to be on this fleet.
I thought it was supposed to be like the Wish, not the fleet, the Wish class specifically.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
I thought like she was going to maintain it, but then they just kind of pulled the plug on her.
Because like the rest of them are all Minnie.
Let's go.
I'm like, why can't Minnie believe? What happened here?
Minnie doesn't believe. Only Tinkerbell does. So Tinkerbell's that. I don't care much. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Guys, we called the next two.
You guys, these are the most exciting.
Moana will be featured in the Grand Hall.
Uh-huh.
And then Buzz and Woody will be featured on the stern.
And, okay, so I want to break this down really quick. First of all, Moana in the Grand Hall, that is going to be the coolest theming in there. Like, I don't know. It might beat out the treasure.
Let's see.
Because, like, I cannot wait to see that. And then number two, Buzz and Woody on the stern. They're holding a crayon and they wrote Believe on the back of the ship. It is literally the coolest thing ever. I'm so excited.
I love the idea of them writing Believe. The only thing, my OCD, is the consistency between the fonts of all the Wish class ships have been the same. Actually, all the Disney ships have been the same, but they changed it for one ship. That looks a little funny.
Well, because one of them is writing with crayon.
I got it, but like, I understand. But
you got to keep the theme.
Why couldn't they have written it like in the calligraphy that they had before?
It's fine.
I don't know.
It's fine.
It bothers me. It bothers my brain. They did say that a lot of the ships are being pushed up to 2029. So we're getting way more ships in a smaller time frame than we originally thought. A brand new class of Disney Cruise Line ship was announced for 2029. We knew about this. It's the Meridian class.
Yeah.
It's going to be in between the sizes of the Magic class and the Dream class. So right in between them.
Excited for that.
Looks awesome. And they did show a little bit of concept art or like a, how do you call it? Like a rendering of the ship that the atrium is going to have a wall that is all glass.
Looking out.
So part of me thinks, this is not official, this is me guessing, part of me thinks that this is made specifically for Alaska. Because you're going to get those huge views right from the atrium.
Oh my gosh.
Guys,
I can't even.
Guys. That's going to be awesome. Okay, so we cannot wait for that class of ship. I don't know what else. I mean, that's pretty much it for DCL, right?
They're pretty hush-hush.
Yeah, but we're just getting a lot more ships sooner than we thought.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. I don't know. That's pretty much it.
I'm excited.
Finally, let's see. Oh, one thing that didn't really fall into a nice category. Leslie Iwerks popped up.
Yeah.
In all of her...
The Imagine story herself.
Yeah, Imagineering stories.
The Imagineering, not the Imagining story.
Let's go ahead and not rename her great work. The Imagineering story season 2 is officially happening and will debut on Disney Plus in 2027. Bruce Vaughn did say that they have let her come in and see stuff currently in development, not just stuff that has already been developed, if that makes sense.
Right.
So she's gotten a big old behind the scenes look at a lot of attractions and shows and all that good stuff.
I'm really excited for this.
So we're going to get some dirty details in 2027.
And they showed a little like snippet of it and it looked really good.
All the stuff she touches is good. She does a very good job. But anyways, that was it. Again, that was a very short, summarized version of what happened. Definitely go read all the details about the movies, the Disney legends they introduced into everything. It was just a really, really cool weekend, it looked like. One of these days, we'll make it down there for D23. It's going to be a little bit until Maddie is old enough, but we cannot wait to officially or one day attend. I don't know.
We'll make it.
I don't know. The fact that they're kind of cheapening it a little bit though and streaming it, why would I attend if I can watch from home?
Because it's just saying that you got to attend. It's like basically paying for a Disney marathon when you can run outside.
Okay, good. Okay.
Just because it's Disney.
Kind of good point.
You know?
But okay.
Or you can run on a treadmill.
I will shut my mouth now. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us over on Instagram and Threads at Market House Podcast. Actually, delete the Threads. I got to update this. TikTok. We are on TikTok, Market House Podcast. Go check us out over there. Caitlin's just keeping it up. She's doing a good job over there.
Thank you.
It's a little intimidating because all the youngins are on there.
I know.
And they're making all these TikToks. And
Everyone's
we're old.
been very sweet.
Yeah. So anyways, check us out over there. Make sure to follow us over there for pictures of the park and exciting news and announcements. Consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Both are a huge help to the show. You can leave a 5-star rating on both platforms and a written review over on Apple, and we'll read it on the show. We also have a Patreon, markethousepodcast.com/support is where you can find out more information about that. We would love to have you join us over there. It is a fantastic group of people who choose to support the show every single month. Remember to use our Getaway Today link for your future trip bookings. Check out the episode details for that link and use code MarketHouse10 to save an additional $10 on your next vacation. Join us next week for another episode. It's been fun. It's been grand. It's been filled with Coco, Encanto, and not Avatar.
Bye.